All right, coaching point. Ran into one of my neighbors while I'm walking around at night, and he was talking about his 13-year-old son is going to a training facility, right? And so he was saying, what things should I look out for? What things should I pay attention to? And, there's a million things, but one of the biggest pieces, and hopefully this helps somebody, is what I said is now's the time to slow cook them. If his coach or the coach there feels like they're going to do a bunch of fancy stuff with a 13-year-old, as opposed to just focusing on basic movements, push, pull, squat, hinge, all these things done very, very well, adding in smart plyometrics, explosive exercises, just good body control, motor learning, then you need to look out. And it's funny because I remember one time I had an intern that's like, hey, if I'm just focusing on the basics, how am I supposed to keep people engaged? And I actually looked at him and I understood the nature of the question, but I wanted to test him. And I said, let me ask you something. Do you think that you need equipment and the best equipment in order to keep people engaged? Do you think that if you need that means you're a great coach, right? Like that's almost like saying, hey, if I'm a good cook or if I'm a good chef, I have to have the best of the best of the best. Now, nobody's arguing that saying if you already have the fundamental skills and then you have some other resources around that, could it be better? For sure, right? We all like upgraded equipment. We all like better internet. We all like better, whatever your deal is. But the point is if you have to lean on fancier stuff, if you have to lean on more resources, if you have to lean on all these things just so you can be perceived as a better coach, you need to redefine your approach, because that's not what coaching is. That's not what coaching is. It's about resourcefulness, not resources. All you need is some open space, a little bit of common sense, some subject matter knowledge, the ability to communicate and a plan. If you don't have that, get that, start with that, and then you can start worrying about the other bullshit, right? Like people did really well in school for a long time with pen and paper or a pencil and paper. Now it's like saying like, oh, I got to have an iPad to get good grades. Well, if that's part of the curriculum, that's a different story. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't need that shit to be good. You should be able to be simple and focused and have a good construct of what you do. Bottom line.